Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 13 of my Borus Ursus campaign, which of course is progressing on the Monsters Abound supplemental channel. And after that will be on the Monsters Abound After Dark channel. A little bit of the saucy content over there. It's just me asleep. That's what happens after dark. I fall asleep. It's way past my bedtime, tell you what. It's been a hell of... It's been one of those weekends that you need like a week to get over. You ever had one of those? Fucking nightmare. So, we're up against Throts. He's got two stack... No, it's his stack and a garrison. And we've got Banjo and Grigor. So our army is kind of set up in this kind of formation. We've got the Streltsy backed up by the Ice Guard in between. And then we've got like 2 ranks deep of Kossars. On the left flank, we've got our cavalry, we've got the heavy war sleds, we've got some Streltsy as well. And then we've got the Zargard hiding in the trees. And the little Groms taking back up their positions behind the lines to start bombarding the Skaven and water bombardments. However, the main concern for the Skaven, or at least in the Skaven army, is going to be the weapon teams. I'm going to be honest, the Warp Grinders couldn't give a flying toss about. They're not a problem. It's going to be the Rattling Guns and particularly the Warp Fire Throwers, who, if they get into range, could be very, very nasty. So we're going to try and take those out first. They're going to be the primary targets. Secondary target is going to be Throt. And tertiary targets are anything else. Anything small, furry, and rat-like. Do they, though? Do they? Already on our left flank. Oh, good shot. Got a little bit of engagement as some Night Runners open up on the Zargard in the trees. They are, however, protected by the trees, so not many shots actually... Oh, there's actually attacking the armoured Kossars. Not many hits actually getting through that. And then the war sleds and the Streltsy moving up to deal with that little problem. Throt himself is actually quite nasty. He's got some pretty nasty stats. He's got Frenzy, he's got some nice bonuses, he's got Regeneration, he's got some nasty abilities. Basically, he's someone to watch. Certainly if your character's on a big, like if you know, on a bear, for example, is a large unit, then you do have to be a little bit careful about him, because he does have quite a lot of bonus first large. Yeah, the Light Runners did not like that. Just getting steamrolled by the heavy war sleds, who are now roving over to the other side of our army. It does look like Throt is going to hit our centre. But we've got look at all of these interlocking fire arcs. Is that not amazing? Basically, as soon as something comes into range, it's going to have a bad time. Heavy war sleds just rampaging through the Skaven left flank. Kitty Suicide Squads is actually chasing after Throt himself, who, after moving through the trees, suddenly changes direction and goes straight for the centre of our line. Meanwhile, on the left flank, Bear Cavalry and Winged Lancers moving up onto the Skaven flank. The warp fire throwers getting some shots in there, but it's because they took a lot of damage on the way in. Some clan rats with spears taking up position, trying to decide what to do, but getting shot by the Streltsy. They then decide to try and charge the warbears. That did not work out for them. Little blizzard in the centre. And Grigor is trying to go toe-to-toe with Throts. That's not necessarily the best idea, to be honest, Grigor. You're not really on par with Throt. I'll level with you. The Skaven army is starting to splinter and flee under that concentrated missile fire that we're just laying out on them. And our cavalry is now rampaging through the Skaven rear. There's a lot of fleeing Skaven units just legging it all over the place. Heavy wall sleds have taken a bit of a beating, but nowhere near enough not to just continue their rampage. The warp grinders are trying to do some tricks, which is kind of irritating. Grigor taking a lot of damage from Throt there. He's remouldering himself, so healing up very rapidly. Grigor just doesn't have the combat prowess to knock out a high-ranking Skaven warlord. That's fine, because he just has to really keep him busy while his army is dispatched. As you can see, the Skaven brought 3,000 ratties to the fights, and so far they've lost most of them. In fact, a lot more now starting to flee the war sleds. 243 kills. 300 kills. I do like the war sleds. They're like a chariot unit that kind of feels good and fun to use. It's the first one I think I found really in Total War. Warhammer, anyway. Throt is fleeing. Grigor managed to survive the fight, but did take a lot of damage in the meantime. But the important thing is, of course, the army is dead, the settlement is taken, and all of these ratties are now dead. Okay. Oh. Well, thank you. Thank you for your weapon, Throts. I'll take that. And I'll take that as well. Mother Earth. Motherland invocation cost. Oh, good, because I was running out of devotion. Got a little bit dicey there for a second, but I think we have enough. Good. Okay, so we've managed to push the Skaven back. I mean, we've got Azazel here now.
You are not as depraved as I.
Well, I mean, it's fucking debatable, isn't it? Fucking debatable. It says valiant defeat, but he's taking more damage than I am. So if he actually attacks, he's in a really bad place. I mean, for one, I can just sit on the walls and shoot him to death, because he's... The only units he's got that are capable of climbing on walls are these 5. So if I just sit on... basically, all of my missile units can just sit on the wall and gun down. And I suspect Kolek will run away, though. I think he'll take one look at that and go, nah. See Boris charging towards him and be like, nope. He's not brave enough. He's not brave enough to do it. I mean, it's understandable. If I saw Boris charging towards, you know, he's basically Warhammer Jesus, isn't he? He died for our sins and then came back, and rather than, I don't know, sorting out a picnic for everyone, he's basically gone to hell to punch Satan in the face, isn't he? That's... Yeah, he's like the Slavic drunk version of Jesus. He's on one. It's all kicking off. Zany architecture examples. We'll upgrade you, and then we can get more defences in there, money-wise. Right, you aren't really a threat.
No, you failed.
I'd like some defences there, but ultimately, the way to Erengrad should be open. I suspect because we know they've got some armies down here. We know they've got that army there, and we've just crushed Throt, which means that Erengrad should be open. So my plan is we send Banjo and Grigor down to grab Erengrad, leave Grigor there as defence, and then Banjo can head back north. And hopefully Katerin can maybe go and re-secure some of this stuff down here. And once Throt is... I think if we take Erengrad and potentially... Is Castle von Rapp? No, Wolfenburg. If we can take Wolfenburg... And potentially, if we can kill Festus, that will remove a significant thorn from the Empire's side. And I'm hoping then maybe they can really start getting in there. And once we kind of secured our southern border, I think then we can just, head north again. Banjo, excellent job there with the old killing everyone. What do you have? We got Best of the Core.
Ice. Keeper of ice magic.
Yeah, it's basically your one personality trait is snow, isn't it? Really, that's all you got. It's fine. Don't get me wrong.
I deserve protection.
Yes. Yes. We could, excuse the pun, chill here for a turn. Or 2 turns. I'm kind of tempted. What could we get? What could we get? I'm tempted to get another little Grom. Kind of tempted by that. I do like the war sleds. Some war bears may not be the worst choice. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You are ice, you're Tempest. Right. Evelyn.
I grow weary.
Yeah, well, no doubt.
Frost
Okay, you're coming out. Let's get a sacrificial kitty. Grigor, you've got 2 ice switches, haven't you? You've got an ice and tempest, which gives you... But also, you did not do very well against Throt, did you? Jesus. Not very well at all. The Obsidian Blade is 100 armor piercing and 8% west, so that's really nice. I think it's way better than that. So... I don't really understand why you were struggling, because your stats suggested you should do very well, but you were not doing very well. You were literally getting wrecked. You were getting wrecked, mate. Not gonna lie. Not super impressive. Let me down. Okay, I don't want either of these. Stick it on War Spear. I mean, it's fine. Guess. All right. We'll leave with. Oh, you've got skill points. That's probably the reason I actually went in to. Yeah. You've got a real mishmash of units, haven't you?
My supremacy is assured.
Glad to hear it. Tell you what, let's go Deadly Blades. 69. Nice.
Tool fit for a lord.
I don't think putting you in melee combat is a good idea. Cooldowns of spells is probably a good shout. Construction cost reduction may not be the worst thing. What do you actually do? You're a stalker, you're a scourge, you're a campaigner. Right. None of those are particularly good, but never mind. I guess maybe extra magic item drop chance? What's the other one? You're level 20 as well? I mean, plus 3% research rate is absolute trash, isn't it? I feel like maybe... if we get enough of it. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it, we'll do that. And you can be that one. Okay, Evelyn's a goblin. All frost switches are underneath it all just goblins. Just little goblins running around. What does that say? I don't know. I reckon. I mean,
Foolish, stupid.
I reckon Catherine can take on all of these losers. Can you...
None shall question me.
Okay, there's going to be Skaven here. This we know is true. Or not.
My frozen kingdom expands.
Or not. We're going to hop out.
Follow the frost.
Because that gives us more options. If they lay siege to us, our only option is to sit there and take it. Whereas if we're not under siege, we could actually... Would you like... For Tevo? Oof, you don't want it that much, do you? Okay, well that's fine. You know, your opinion of us is increasing. There's actually another army down there. So basically, if they can attack us, we can always retreat from this. Whereas if we're in the city, they get the instant attack, right? There's nothing we can do about it.
I am the storm.
Where's Castle Alexandrov there? What's the point in these shitty 2-province settlements, honestly? Like, I get it that Kislev's sort of like made up, but why not just give them proper... It's just weird, right? Pretty much the rest of the map, you have the provincial capitals, and then... But then those 3 cities are so separate, and I get they're kind of like city-states, but then a lot of the empire is city-states. Like, Middenheim is a fucking city-state. Nullen is a city-state. They do, like, extend power outside, and so that's why they have the little minor provinces, or the minor settlements there, but then that's true for Kislev as well, right? Kislev, although it is a city-state, it has the city, there's obviously smaller settlements that depend on it for, you know, defense and stuff, and that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I just find it a bit weird. Port of Secrets. Yeah. Well, I mean, it did falter a little bit there. What do you want? Military access, 2,000. Sure. Sure. If you want to give me money for military access, which you're never really going to use, then sure. Right, we're not too worried about losing a few minor settlements. That's has Kolek run away? Yes, of course he has, because he is a little bitch. Yes. Oh yes, Kolek. Come on, you know you're a little bitch. You know it. It's alright. Surrender to it. Oh, I never did build defences there. Oh well. Oh, I was going to build another fucking bear, wasn't I? I was going to build another fucking bear. You've actually... I honestly thought... Oh, you lost a unit, didn't you? You lost an armoured Cossite. Yes. Tell you what, get another one of those. We'll get some bear cav just for funsies. Where have those guys wandered off to? I'm like... Are they inside? Oh, okay, there's one army there.
There is no greater ice witch.
Kind of...
Must go unseen.
Let's just do a little ambush there. It's a little bit risky. It's a touch risky. Now, where are you landing? You're landing over there, but you've also got armies down here. Mustering. Is that a huge problem? Not if we take Erengrad, to be honest. Ice Court Informer or Reverend... I'll do that one. I'll do that one. You do have defences. That's probably fine-ish, maybe. Yes. Alright, Taipingu. I guess you can... No, tell you what. No, I should be wild-eyed. Is it, though? Is it, Pingu?
Greetings. Let
Hi.
us speak quickly, for I wish to fight.
Okay. Look, I know you're having kind of beef with Oldrika there, but I genuinely think that we can be friends. How about I join your war against Crooked Moon? Because, you know...
Yes.
That's probably not going to come up at any point. I say that, and inevitably it will do, and it'll come and kick me in the arse. I was worried I was at war with these guys for a second, but I'm not, so that's fine. good. Right, Azazel is in the north. We're kind of fighting on all fronts. I would... right, we're going to send Boris to purge Kolek. I think that is going to have to be the play, which means leaving all this bullshit to its own thing. But the Heralds of the Tempest are one of our victory conditions. We are currently sitting over half of the settlements we need. God, I really wish they would go back and like make the victory conditions just more interesting, because currently they're not. They're just not interesting. Some of them are just weird. Like Gorst has an objective to wipe out the Empire, and you genuinely have to ask the question, why? Because he starts off like other side of the map, so what possible... Oh, we got an ambush on the Skaven. So what possible reason... And if his plan is to wipe out the Empire, then why is he over there? You know, it doesn't really make any sense, does it?
Ours is the immortal kingdom. These others are but insects to kiss with.
Oh, getting an ambush on the rats. It doesn't happen very often. But with the amount of missile units we have, this should be a pretty short engagement. You see the elemental bears. I mean, not as short as if you had like a lot of melee, fast-moving melee attack units. Those kind of battles, I'm thinking, you know, Beastmen, when you're playing Throt. But those battles tend to be very, very, very short. Now we do have 2 Hellpit Abominations. Now blessed with filth. Are you... Do they actually buff up their own guys? Too horrible to die? No. I wondered if, like, Throt actually did use the mutations, but I don't think it does. Which, you know what? I don't mind. I mean, maybe it'd be nice if the like AI could use it, but does it really bother me they can't? Nah. I genuinely don't mind if there's mechanics only the player can use, especially if it's fun. That's why I think that Nurgle, like Kugath plagues, like if the player is playing Kugath, the plague should be allowed to spread as many times as they can. Because I think that's more fun for the player, but it would be frustrating to play up against. And I don't think that's necessarily a big problem to make that judgment and make that part of the mechanics, that it's more unbalanced for the player. The important thing is the player has fun. Well, reasonably good ambush there. We can replace all of our losses. I kind of want the cash, but yes, those ratties. Definitely send those guys to Labour Camp. Yep, that sounds good. And with any luck, we won't have too much stuff to worry ourselves about. Sure. You gonna take the Port of Secrets? So, Theodoric, how's it going, mate? Defensive Alliance. You hate the people we hate? I don't see a problem with that. Let's be friends. Right, Cataract. Hello. You're probably going to Scarpa. Oh no, oh, it's because you've got reinforcements. Well, not enough. Not enough reinforcements. I'll take the cash. No, don't go round the other side of the... Cloak of the Moon Wind. Oh. Oh. Okay, this is good because this is a capital. So we're going to knock down the church because... Sorry, church. Sorry. Right. We've got marchers. We've got you. I feel like we're really kind of like hacking our way through. Oh, hello, Kolek. Oh, you fell into the classic blunder. You fool. That's it. You better run. But he knows he's in trouble now. He's not getting away. Look, we can hit him with everything we've got. We can hit him with literally everything we've got. And why wouldn't we? Strength from flesh. Regeneration. I mean, there's a lot of units I could give that to. And yet, I think we're going with Bozza. Old Bozza. Charge bonus. I'm going to pop that on you guys, because that gives you quite a large amount of charge bonus, which is quite nice. Melee defense unit, is that in range? Yeah, okay, we'll give that to you. And I think we're just going to boost the bears. Just big bear action, I think, is the plan. And we've got reinforcements incoming as well. Settlement. And Igor is coming at 253. That's quite a long time, actually. Weapon strength and missiles. You know what? If we put that on Ulrika, it makes missile attacks stronger. Right? I mean, we could give it to like these guys. But then I always find it weird. It's going to boost her missile strength significantly more, right? 461 at the moment, 431. So that's like quite a huge boost to her. Whereas for the Streltsy, it's probably going to be like fuck all, isn't it? Like 31 from 29. Yeah, so I think we're going to give that to Ulrika. Well, I think we got their attention. Kolek is taking an absolute beating as he advances towards our forces. The massed guns, as it were. We've actually got some units from the garrison who are acting as a speed bump. Ulrika is dueling with Khorne's bloody fists, getting him to sit still while I shoot you to pieces, would you, please? Thank you. Thank you. Down he goes. Right, next thing, we kill Kolek. Kolek is a bit of a monster. 1.4k weapon strength. Melee attack, 122. Yes, that's quite nasty. So let's not fighting in melee combat. Let's target him with literally everything we've got. Bring that thing down. And even then, with everyone shooting at him, he's just soaking up missile fire. He's almost down, almost down, almost down. Right, Death Frost on him. I think now we bring Boris in. Boris is going to buff himself to high balls. In he goes. Everything he's got. 1k weapon strength. And down Kolek goes. Just gets the last hit in there. That's right. Nicely done, Boris. Right. Kolek's down. The bloody fist is down. Our unit's now starting to charge in. With that just massed missile fire. Bears charging on the right flank. The centre is breaking. Dragon Ogres fleeing. The centre looks like Azar Guards. The garrison units finally succumbing, but they did amazing work just holding back most of the army. Nasty little lightning ability there, which is doing some quite bad damage to us. Meanwhile, Uncle Fununcle leading the attack on our right flank. However, he might not have realised that the rest of the army is kind of dead. Some Dragon Ogres briefly deciding to come back before rethinking. Unfortunately for them, that's not going to save them because this army has already retreated once, which means, yeah, they're dead. Kolek, you did your best. Unfortunately, it was not good enough.
They cannot harm Boris Ursus himself.
Okay. Now, I would like Boris to be out doing other things. However, we need to kill Kolek. So let's go kill him.
Returns.
Indeed. Can I give one average defense chance I don't really care about? Maybe that. And then we can get renowned and feared. That's upkeep reduction, which is really nice.
Boris
People keep telling me that I can go to this to do the next, but I still type Google into Chrome to get to the search engine. So, yeah, I'm as bad as your mum, aren't I? With all the 8 layers of fucking installed taskbars. And I'm not going to apologise. Okay, I think... Did I tick you? I did tick you. I did have that forethought. Well done, me. Right, we've got plenty of cash. However, we are losing a little bit of money now. Not too much, though. And to be honest, with Erengrad kind of next on the old lists...
On your feet.
Especially with you marching, this is going to make life a lot easier. Thanks for dying horribly, I guess. Yeah, cheers.
Obey or face the blizzard.
Okay. Erengrad is basically the next stop. However, that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.